Hey, this is Jasmine, your host of the Beyond the Prophy podcast. Our guest for this episode is Whitney, aka Teeth Talk Girl. Let me tell you a little bit about this amazing dental hygienist. She currently works both as a clinical dental hygienist and as a video creator. I don't know if you've ever seen her do a improv of Cardi B, but this is our girl right here. Her dream has always been to contribute to community dental health on a large scale, and her journey began on the YouTube platform. Her videos focus on educating the general public, non-dental professional, on dental health and discussing popular dental trends. She also enjoys creating dental parody videos and skits to entertain dental professionals. Praise the Lord for you, because we are so conservative and stuck in a rut sometimes. She's also excited to have joined the community of teeth enthusiasts and loves sharing her journey with her Teeth Talk friends. You can find Whitney's videos on youtube.com/Teeth Talk. But of course, we're going to ask her for some more information of all the cool things she's doing. So welcome to the show, Whitney.
Oh, totally. Thank you for having me. This is so exciting.
I know. We first met each other.
Yes.
Where were
Missouri. October.
Missouri.
Yeah, in October. Yeah, that was recent. 6 months ago. Less than 6 months.
Yeah.
Ooh, we should know our 6 months quick, right? We're hygienists, but I always forget. I'm not good at it.
True. We should.
I'm never good at that though. Yes, I'm so happy that I've met you in human form.
Yeah, absolutely. And you were so sweet, so humble. Actually, you know what? That wasn't our first time.
What?
It was RDH under one roof.
You're right. I forgot. It was like a quick hello, but then we really got to meet each other in October. But right. So, oh my goodness. Okay. So we've met twice. So third time's a charm. This is virtual, but it's so exciting.
I know. And it was so sad because I came to Chicago and I didn't get a chance to see you. And I'm like, no.
I feel like everyone was here that weekend and I wasn't here. I felt so like, ugh, what's the chances? But it's okay.
I know. Hopefully one day I'll get a chance to come to the Chicago Midwinter meeting.
Yes.
And I'm sure you'll be there because that's right in your hometown. So
yes.
You know, I had to have you on. First of all, it was just wonderful. You're a breath of fresh air in our industry. I feel that you do so much. You provide so much positivity in people's lives, and yet you don't have an inauthentic bone in your body. And that's so wonderful to see.
Thank you. It's that's really nice of you to say. I try to just be myself, right? You know, and I've been doing this for a short time, I feel. I mean, I made my first YouTube video 3 years ago, but I wasn't consistently making videos until last year, March. So, so it's been a year now, and I'm just like, I don't know. I just, you know, a lot more it's wild how much happens in a year. I mean, it's not, I know I like worked hard and stuff, but like it comes fast. I feel like, I don't know, but yeah, I always just want to be myself. And I feel like it's harder and harder. Like there's different things that make you like try to follow the way it's supposed to be, but I still try to just like, no, like be myself. So yeah, I'm glad that it still shows that I'm myself is my, I guess thing I want to say.
Don't change that about you, Whitney.
Oh, gosh.
Please don't. Because you know what? I think the thing that I've learned the most is that that realness is what people need to see. We've had for so long, like this is a whole new generation of us coming up. And we're tired of the stuffiness. We're tired of periodontal disease and caries. That's all we talk about. And we just want to, you know, be at a place where we are making a difference, but being human about it, having compassion for one another, and just you come with love at all times. And that's all about what I am. So I just want to say kudos to you for that.
Thank you. That means a lot because I believe you are one of the coolest people I've met thus far in the dental community. So it means a lot. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Totally.
All right. So let's talk about like social media brand. Okay. Like these YouTube videos. First of all, I hate Insta stories.
Okay.
I just
mine or just everyone's. I'm just joking. You have something against my story. I'm just joking.
No, I love your stories.
You're not into keeping up with the stories. There's a lot of stories.
It's a lot. Well, no, I just hate doing the stories.
Oh, you hate making them. Okay,
I
okay,
hate
cool.
making them because I
I
feel
hear you.
like I have to always be on. I've got to
Yeah,
remember to take a picture, and I
yeah,
just want to be present. But
totally.
you have rocked it with your social media and your YouTube. So we're going to talk to these listeners out there that are trying to
Yeah,
create a brand for themselves.
yeah,
Well, here's the thing. We forget,
yeah.
even if we're clinical hygienists, that we're a brand.
Yes,
Even if we
totally.
don't have a public brand, we're a brand even providing
That,
clinical care.
that's huge. That's a really good point to make.
So what are like top 3 things you can say for those who are trying to establish a credible brand, whether that is just continuing with their clinical care or moving forward into going into a public forum like you've done?
Totally. That's a good question. So how you mentioned, just working, I never want to say just, oh my gosh, but working clinically as a hygienist, you probably have an Instagram. You might not be like a big Instagram presence or whatever, but you have family and friends that watch your stories. And that's, like you said, it's a huge influence. Like, you are still a brand. You're a hygienist. And if you post about a certain toothbrush that you like, your family and friends are going to trust you because they know you work on teeth all day, whether you make YouTube videos or not. So I feel like that comes with a lot of responsibility. So my number one thing is to be responsible about it, right? It's so, like, I want to say number one is have fun and be yourself, but I think it's more important to always watch yourself, right? It looks like I'm always having fun, which I am, but don't get me wrong. I triple, quadruple check before I ever press post. Do you know what I mean? I don't just like, oh my gosh, this is cool. I make sure that, like, I think about the audience. I think about everyone who might see this and blah, blah, blah. So number one is be responsible. Even if you have one follower, that one follower is watching your stuff. And I think it's important. We all owe it to our dental hygiene community to be reputable and, anyway. So that's number one. Number two is be yourself and have fun. You can't force it, right? Like, I have a background in acting, and like, I'm an actor, but like, you can tell when I'm acting, like, true, because you're yourself, right? I'm Whitney, your teeth talk girl. I tried to make it like a Sasha Fierce thing, so I could have my like second person. So just in case teeth talk girl does say something wrong, oh, it wasn't me, it wasn't Whitney. Anyway, no, but it's just be yourself, right? I've been trained as an actor, but like, you're playing a character when you're an actor. Yes, maybe I could hopefully be an okay actor when I'm playing a character, but that's different. You're trained and you're in a role. You can't act and pretend to be yourself, right? So number two is, have fun, be yourself. And number three is, I wasn't prepared, but this is just coming out of my mouth right now. But I think number three would probably be, for everyone, again, this is not like just because you want to make a YouTube channel or whatever you want to do. This is for the general hygienist. Make sure you're not worried about, like, I don't know if this is good advice. So everybody listen to this. I'm not sure if this is good advice, but it's what I do. I am not worried about companies. I'm worried about me. I don't know. That's probably not good business advice. Oh, okay. She's giving me up.
Yes.
I keep forgetting this is video recording, so I keep wanting to describe what you're doing just in case, but they'll see it. They'll see it. Okay. But yeah, she gave me up. You could get real lost, like companies reaching out to you once you start doing something like I'm doing. And, you just want to, they're going to give me how much money? Like, it's really easy to say yes, but it's hard to say no, and that's what's more important. And it's not hard for me to say no anymore. At the beginning, I was like, why am I saying no to money? But because, like, if it doesn't align with what you're doing, or you don't believe in the product, like, you just think it looks cute, but you don't even know if it works. Like, we're hygienists. So my biggest thing is to, you have to represent yourself as a brand, not other brands. They come later. Like, it's more important and that's hard to put yourself first, because we're all hygienists and we like to put others first.
Amen. Don't discredit what you contribute, Whitney. That was beautiful.
Oh, God.
And let me
that was improv, by the way. I did not get questions ahead of time, so I'm like really stressed out.
I never give them. I never.
I'm like, oh my God. I was like, you don't got anything? You're like, no, I want it to be like genuine. I'm like, okay.
Anyway. Yep. I never give my questions to the guests that I have, and that's because I love connecting on an authentic level. So
that's nice.
everyone that's here, what you get is who they are. And so
Yeah.
Whitney's pretty
Which is
awesome.
awesome.
Right.
I love that you do that. It was really, I was scared. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sweating. I don't know what she's going to ask me, but I was like, I know her. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
But
But
I hope that was okay advice. I don't know. It's how I go, right? Everyone's different, but that's what I do.
But that's why you've been able to grow and scale,
Nice
you know, because you've stuck with those. So what I hear from that is integrity is a huge thing. And I've heard that from other friends that I have. There's times where you have to say, I'm sorry, I can't work with you. Even when you may need that income
yes,
to further your purpose. It's like, do you believe in the product? Are there missions and values aligned with what your missions and values are? You know, that's the fundamental thing, because the minute that you lose your integrity, your authenticity, you lose the trust and your credibility with your audience, and you've lost everything if you don't have that.
Totally. That's a big deal. I
love that.
It's been a stressful thing recently, but you gotta do it. You gotta say no.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. So I love that. I love that you did that. So as far as like, you know, one of the key things that gets people like really nervous about creating a public platform is where to even begin, or like how to even learn how to use things. So I want listeners to hear, not just from me, because for me, I'm a total bootstrapper. I will get on YouTube. I will get on Google. I will learn whatever it is I need to learn.
Yeah.
You know, whatever free resource that's out there, right?
Yeah.
And I think most entrepreneurs are like that. Would you agree, or is that something that was different for you in your journey?
So I agree to an extent. I think that's great for the right person. I don't know if I can call myself an entrepreneur at this point. Like business, this is sort of putting this out there, but business is not a strong point for me. I was acting, editing, filmmaking. That is my strong point, right? But you need it. And business, right? You can YouTube and Google how to do it too, but I don't know. My mind is just like, right? Like, I don't know. So I think my advice in that is, it's great if you can do it all, and you should try, because we have so much out there, resources, free resources, like you said, YouTube, Googling, that you can learn how to do it. But like, if you're someone like me who's really stressed out about one particular subject, like business, I think it's okay to ask for help. I think that's the biggest, right? Yeah. So I have a brand manager now. And so I'm still like freaked out, like, right? Like, I gave my power to someone, like it's my face, and I gave them power to like help. They don't right? Like, they don't post, they just help me answer emails. They help me like that business stuff that I just don't have time. They help me schedule flights. They help me, just like things that like I don't have, I just can't, you have to, whatever, time management, right? But anyway, I think my thing is like, I found I literally can't do it. So I was like, I need to find help. And so I think that's okay. It's the scariest thing, is to give your power away, but
I love it.
right? Like,
I love it.
I don't want to say, I never thought I'd be someone like that. Like, I'm not like that. I'm not like a control person, but when it is your face on it, it's different, right? Like, if I was making a product, maybe it wouldn't be as big of a deal, because like, it's my product, but in this case, my face is teeth. It just kind of freaked me out, but I'm okay now. It's been going well, so we'll see. But yeah, ask for help. And then of course, do whatever you can do yourself, because there's no reason to not try. At least you can learn a good amount.
I love that. And see, for me, like, I've had to learn what I've had to learn for like podcasting and stuff. But one of the biggest mistakes I made when I first started out, whether you are a brand, like, you're still a business.
I know.
If your face is there and you work with your business, okay? So let's just get this straight.
I know. It happened so quick. Okay, no.
So like, one of the first mistakes I made my first year of business was trying to handle the books. And it was a hot mess. Best thing I could have ever done was get an accountant and a bookkeeper, that a full accountant, like not someone that just comes and does my taxes, but that is following everything, that's profit and loss, all the revenue that's coming in, all those sheets that I don't even want to look at.
Right.
Someone's handling that. I've had to invest in 2 coaches so far. I'm on my second coach for a business strategist, and I get it. And so there's a fine line of learning on your own, but also knowing when to invest. And I think that's the hardest part for most hygienists, because we're so used to providing services for people, and it's so hard for us to invest in ourselves and to think of ourselves in that kind of way. I think that was a big barrier for me. At some point.
I'm so glad you felt, yeah, it's a scary thing, right? Like you were probably like, oh gosh, I can do the bookkeeping myself, but it would be beneficial if I had someone else to do it. Like totally. Oh, it's scary. I get you.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're doing it. It's exciting. I'm happy to say that I'm at the point where that's a decision that I have to make, right? Like I honestly, I mean, people keep saying like, this is what you wanted, right? And my answer is like, I didn't realize what I wanted. I just wanted to make YouTube videos. I didn't know what this would turn into. I'm not even joking. So like how you're asking, you know, people that are interested and want to do it, they could do so much more than I ever thought it could, because I didn't even know I wanted this. So someone who knows they want to make YouTube videos, they have the upper hand, right? Like, so I think, oh man, go for it, man. If you have an idea, that's awesome, because I didn't know what I was doing.
You know, I appreciate that transparency, because I think most of us don't. And people looking in think that you do. What I mean by that is, I had a desire to start a business. You knew that you wanted to give this education, right, to non-dental people, right? But you didn't understand what path it would take. And that's what I mean by that. You have to be willing to make a risk for your time, you know, some of your finances in the beginning, and just follow your heart in the process.
Yes, totally. I agree. Yeah, that's a good comparison. You know, you want something, but it's never a one fine line of or a one road. The road takes a lot of turns, and then you end up like, oh, I wonder where I'm going to go. Oh, my lighting just changed. Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's like stuff that I worry about. Oh my God. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Yeah. But yeah, so, and not to lose yourself in it, right? Because I feel like, you know, for example, I'm filming a video this week and I'm so excited about, because it's a parody coming soon. I can't even say what it is, but I love the parodies, right? And so parodies take most of my time, because I'm all behind the scenes. That's like my passion, is to make sure the lighting is right, to make sure. And I'll give one hint just because it's very exciting. I'm sorry. It's going to be a pink lighting. It has to have a pink hue, because I'm going off of a video that's already kind of a little popular now, and everything's pink in it. Anyway, so I'm like actually going, right? I'm going to my boss's, like I film on Sundays. So I'm like, I need to go Saturday night and just get the lighting down, because I won't have time on Sunday so anyway, that's the stuff like that I want to do. And I found I was losing track of doing the stuff I liked, because I was doing all that other stuff that I was trying to learn. So, you know, you just gotta, what do they say? Time management. Gotta figure out what's important.
Time management is, it's a doozy. I was just listening to a video today. Do you have any tips that you do? Like, how do you start your day? How does Teeth Talk Girl start her day?
Oh,
do you sleep with that toothbrush?
Yeah. You see this is one of my beds. I have a lot of beds, believe it or not, but this is one place I sometimes sleep. And that's a tooth pillow. Okay, so I am a night owl. That's, you know, they say most successful, right? They say most successful people, so maybe I'm not successful, but they say most people wake up early and like do their stuff. I just cannot. So clinically, I work from 12 to 8. So noon to 8 p.m., right? So like, how am I? Like my life, it's a shifted, I have a different schedule, whatever. So I stay up real late, and I set my alarm for like 11 a.m. So usually do you know what I mean? I'm up all night. I edit. It's great to edit when it's quiet, when everyone's asleep. I get it. So it's the same idea of waking up early before anyone's whatever. I just have a different shift. So no, I am someone who is not good in the morning at all. It's really hard to start my day, but I come alive at like 6 p.m.
Oh man.
I know. It's so different, right?
I'm the opposite, yeah.
Right. And I do a podcast, and my podcasting partner, she's opposite. So she's like going to sleep at 6 when I'm like waking up. So it's hard. I realize I'm like the opposite of most people in our industry who get up early and do things. Like I see you're posting stuff at like 5 a.m. And I'm like, oh my gosh, sometimes I'm still awake to see it. It's so bad. So I don't know. I want to get out of this schedule because I don't think it's healthy. I've been reading a lot. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about, your body should go to sleep at 10:30 p.m. no matter what, the biological clock, and I'm so off. I eat dinner at 10:30. So I need to,
Wow.
I'm going to figure it out. So day in the life for me, sorry to answer me, my mornings are weird. They're different every day. It depends if I'm working clinically or if I'm not. Like today's my day off. So I was up early because that's usually when I have like meetings and stuff but I'm usually like, my shirt looks nice, my bottom's pajama pants. So, I'm just like doing the best I could do.
You should have seen my post yesterday on my personal page. Like normally I look like a hot mess.
I've never seen you look like a hot mess.
Oh yeah.
You're always beautiful.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh no. And I was like, you know what? This is someone that has a man, loves dental, and works from home. Okay.
And you have kids.
I have kids. I was looking straight crazy. I had like a green sweater, a bright orange like that thing that's holding the flower right here. Shirt, black spandex. It
sounds like carrot. Like you look like a carrot, green and orange. I like it.
Yeah, my afro was like all types of like.
Oh my God.
It was crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, you're always repping. You always look good. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
I follow you all the time, and you're always beautiful. So that's cool.
Thank you. Well, those are the pictures I post.
Well, okay.
Social media,
there you go. This brings up a whole new thing, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Do we really put like today? Last night I was up really late. I don't stay up late like that,
Okay. Because you are opposite of me. You do get up early and do your thing.
Yeah. And I was staying up late and I was so irritable. I had to fill out all of these envelopes to send out to tell people about an event that I'm hosting. And people don't realize here I am, my hand is getting cramped and I'm like, stamping them like 300 envelopes. Okay. Like stamping them all. Staying up, and people don't realize that the pictures I post are going to be like, we're going to take one, right?
Totally.
But people don't know like how tired you may get some of those hard days, especially as a solopreneur.
Yeah, I like that, solopreneur. So, I mean, you have your team, you have an assistant. Do you feel like that helped you a lot? Or do you are you still feeling, I mean, there's always the days, right? But I'm sure it's better that you have help now, ?
So I have help, but they're virtual.
I see.
I had someone that came to my house because that's where I work from home and was actually hands-on.
Yes.
I think that would alleviate a lot. So
that
I don't
totally
have anyone handling my schedule per se.
Okay.
I have them doing the little tasks. So I have an event coordinator and I also have another VA. I would love to find someone that is interested in learning from me, but also being that right-hand person. You've got to have the person.
Got to get my right-hand man back. Have you seen Hamilton? Oh my gosh.
No.
I saw it 3 times, Jasmine. There's something wrong with me.
Wow.
It's so good. Got to get my right-hand man back. If anyone saw Hamilton is listening, please enjoy that. Gotta get my right-hand man back. You need a right-hand man.
I don't know anything about
Sorry. You're like, whatever. It's just a song from the right-hand man. So I get you. A human would be cool. Would be great.
Yeah.
Totally. That makes sense.
Yeah. So eventually I know at some point that will happen. But it takes a lot because I have a lot of wheels in my business that are moving. This person has to be exceptional. Literally thinks like how I do. Not saying I'm like but like can handle multiple things going on.
Yeah.
And not be overwhelmed. So I work with mothers, and one of my coordinators. Yeah. Well, no, they're not. They're not in the industry.
Oh. Well, you work with those mothers too.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
Shout out to Karen and Christy.
Yeah. Hi, girls.
Yeah. So the event coordinator, she's about to have her baby this week. And my other VA has a other little small one. So eventually I'll get
girl power.
Yeah, and that's what I love.
Totally.
Because we all work well together. Anywho.
That's good. All right. That's great. Yeah. Surround yourself with people that are like you, like-minded. That's a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And when I'm big time like Whitney, I'll get a brand manager.
Oh, stop. Now listen, brand. That's all I got is one. You got like a crew of people. I have a brand manager. Okay, so like one. You're so. I want to be big time and have like a whole crew on it. Walk me into the dental conference.
Exactly. Like, move out of her way.
I'm walking through. Oh my God.
I can see you walking in like as you're walking in and as they're clearing the space for you.
It's me. Oh my God. That's so funny though. That would be sick. No, hit me in the head if that ever. That'd be sick. I'd be like, what's wrong with you? You're just like a dude, a girl.
I could even get to you if I wanted to.
Yeah,
I could hit you in the head.
You would. You're right. No, I would. You'd be on the VIP list, right?
Okay.
Of the pink hue room. I'm really excited for my pink hue room. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait. All right. So here's the last question.
Uh-oh.
Okay. What is the best career or personal advice you've ever received?
It's a good question. So there's so many, right? But I'm going to give one just because of everything we've been talking about. It kind of aligns with what we were talking about earlier. One of the best career advice. I want to say who it is, but it's someone, I'm not sure if she wants me to say her name, but someone in the industry, which is, first of all, my own advice is to go to dental conferences and like, if you're starting new and you're trying to like become friends with people online, that's great. But when you meet someone in person, so I had someone I was following in the dental hygiene community, and it was the last midwinter meeting in Chicago. I went and I found what booth she was at, and I went to her and I was just like, hi, my name's Whitney. I'm like, I started making, I've been making videos, long story short. And I was like, I kind of want to like do this for real now. Like, I'm going to do this like once a week, like videos, like any advice. This girl is the most lovely girl, and she is a hygienist, and she was like, yeah, just call me, we'll talk. And I was like, okay, we talked a little there, but then anyway, she's been a great mentor. So my advice from her, the best advice I ever received was, you know what you want to do it, and make sure you're never respond, in reference to making videos. You want to make videos. I've seen you've done a few product review videos, and stop doing that. And I was like, okay, like, I don't know, people watch them. Like, she's like, do you enjoy doing product review videos? And I was like, well, not if I don't like the product, because then I don't care. But now, and then she was like, you are Whitney, the YouTuber, you're an educator, you're not reviewing products. And she's like, that is not what you're doing. So it was just really good. That was the easy road. And it was true. Like, I didn't love doing it, but that's what paid money, right? So I try to, if I'm going to do a product review, I am making sure I love whatever that product is for months. I'm going to use it for months. I'm not just going to get it unboxing. Some unboxings are fun, right? If I already know the company. But a product review, she's like, don't be Whitney the product reviewer. That is no credibility to that. She's like, do your thing, and then maybe later on if you really want to do product reviews. I know that seems silly, but the best advice was to not do product reviews, and it's been a really good advice because I went a whole different route after hearing her say that sentence to me.
I love that, because it's essentially really getting aligned with and being intentional with your goals.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
So how that can hopefully transpire to other people is like, I know that's not advice for everyone, because like not everyone is that's like a grain of salt for them. But for anyone that wants to do something social media, I would say that in the dental hygiene community, I would give that advice again. Don't just keep opening products. It's nobody, like, yeah, you can do it, but you don't want to base your whole brand around that. That's not really a brand, in my opinion.
Yeah, and differentiate yourself, because there are so many people coming up, and if everyone was doing the same thing, how would you stand out? It's the same concept when you are applying for clinical care, and that's why it's so important that, as we are making our path and our journey, we are following our heart, we're following what moves us, our passion. It's not cookie cutter. No. It's not, copy and paste. It's simply just you serving truly from the heart. And so
yes,
I love that.
Thank you. Yeah. Sorry. I know it's not like the best advice, but it was really important to me. So I just hope there must be someone else that can, it's not like the normal advice, don't do product reviews, but yeah, it's definitely, if you take it with the right attitude, it's really important to think about that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. So tell the listeners where they can find you.
Of course, youtube.com/teeth talk. Believe it or not, I read every single comment on my videos. So if you're trying to direct message me and I don't answer, I'm so sorry. I'm really bad at that. You can leave a comment on the YouTube video and I'll at least see it and be like, I sent you a direct message. So yeah, and then you can always email me, Whitney@teethtalkgirl.com. It's my email. So emails are great. And then YouTube is great. My Instagram is @teethtalkgirl.
Yeah.
And that's about all I use. I have a Facebook, but I don't use it that much. But I do. I'm the worst, but on that. But I have a Facebook page. It's Teeth Talk Girl. Everything's Teeth Talk Girl. Google Teeth Talk Girl. I have a website, teethtalkgirl.com. Buy that if you want it. My colors are usually yellow and orange, so you know it's, if you're like wondering if it's a knockoff, I'm yellow and orange.
Yeah, and your podcast. Where can they
yes,
find
and my podcast, Tooth or Dare. So it's kind of like the game Truth or Dare, but it's a Tooth or Dare. Yeah, everything's Tooth or Dare .podcast. So Instagram is @toothordare.podcast, and it's actually my podcasting partners from Canada. So our website is toothordare.ca, not .com. Ooh. So thank you. Yeah, thanks for having us promote that too. That's awesome. Yeah, so you could always we talk to social media influencers. So that's kind of who we talk to. So if you know any social media, or if you're a social media influencer, let's hook up. I don't know. Man.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. You've been awesome.
Thank you for having me. And thank you for being one of the most genuine people in the industry. It means a lot because there's people that aren't, and I like to find people that are, and you are definitely one of them. So thank you.
I feel the same. Thank you, Whitney.
Thank you. You're beautiful.